Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Tiabu here for more treasure hunting. It's the third show of the day, and it is Nami yo Kiitekure, or Wave, listen to me, with an exclamation point. Uh, it seems like from some of the art, it looked like there was a microphone in the screen, so I guess this is about radio broadcasting or announcing or something. I don't really know. Anyway, it's an anime based on a manga coming out of Studio Sunrise, directed by Tatsuma Minamikawa, someone who has only been an episode director with the exception of the second Fairy Tail movie. Don't ask me why, but has only, other than that, episode directed shows. So this is pretty close to his first time in the actual director's chair for a cour of animated goodness. No idea what to expect here. I think there's gonna be a radio element. Other than that, I don't know. I think we got a female protagonist. Other than that, I don't know. Let's give it a shot. See if it's good. I've got the first episode of Nami yo Kiitekure up and ready to go. It's 0 seconds. There will be two versions. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, linked in the description. Timer-based version will be up on YouTube. If you want to do a synchy thing with the timer-based version, you're welcome to do so. Just get your copy ready because the beep beep timer to count you down will be coming at you now. What does the wave part have to do with it? Is it like 92.1, The Wave? That's a cool landscape. Practicing her intro. It's got a very unique line art style. Oh, fuck. First gotta make it through that brown bear encounter. What? Okay, so broadcasting and radio, for sure. But what? We're gonna be, like, we'll start this with a flashback. We'll move backward in time and show how we got to this point. This is really stylish. Like, really stylish. I like it. Hmm. The airwaves everywhere. Huh. Her voice lighting up the city. That guy is very pig-like. Jesus. What? And that guy is grabbing that guy's butt. What? She's just reading through script portions, right? Like, she's not broadcasting from here at the moment. What? Great. What the fuck? Alright, so that's 2 on scratching the side of her leg with her foot. Oh. Oh. It's all a bit, she's just imagining it. That's a sign that you may have a heart attack soon. It's the chicken soup for all problems. Deep satisfaction, eh? Poor life sound, guys. Oh, there we go. Oh. She's visualizing the whole thing. This is nuts. Uh-oh. Nice kip up. That's not how you bear. Oh, okay, that works. Ride that bear. Gonna fall back out of your chair. Oh. Makes sense. Oh. We're finally getting that flashback I expected immediately after the OP. I did not expect to fight a bear for half the episode. Any tragedy in 5 days. Hmm. Ugh. She just does not stop talking. Ow. Just a little bit. Ah. He works in entertainment. He's one of the people in the place, right? Hmm. That's called binge drinking. Hmm. Okay. Not worth thinking about. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, emotion relapses. Ghost death ship? What the fuck? Is it Titanic? I have no idea what it's supposed to be. Just eat some cereal. Oh, there she goes. What's your current work? These transitions are fun. Write that blog post. Ah. So she's blogging for their restaurant? Yeah, what does that mean? Yeah. Oh, do you still have his card? Mato. We're listening to it right now. 12 o'clock. Cheese bread? If that's what I think it is, it's tasty stuff. That is a lot of words. Sure, yeah. He recorded her? Huh. How interesting. Yeah. Figure it out. I got shit to do. All right. So he broadcasted a conversation that he had with her, which was recorded, assumingly without her consent. Unless she was just drunk and did consent. And that will lead to her getting a segment because it'll somehow be popular. Whew. That's a lot of moolah. Who is this? Oh boy. Storming this place. Motto. Mmm. Mmm. Better be able to pick it back up. Get her to talk live. He 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 he. Ma 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 ma. All right, do what you want. You're learning in the deep end. All right. All right, we're in it. Boom. But she's got that gift of gab, you know? You get her talking and she keeps going. Wakai, wakai. Don't touch the mic. Oh, jeez. Is that the end? Pretty much. That was a bonkers episode. That's pretty badass. Okay, so that's the girl that we didn't know on the far left. Probably. And by Hiroaki Samura, the original mangaka, and also the author of Blade of the Immortal, which is interesting to note because this is so very different than the gory Chidaigeki that is BOTI. Wow, this was a weird episode. Okay, first things first. Art style. It's a little bit unique, and I kind of like it. The sketchy, grainy brush that they're using for all of the line work is pretty cool, and gives the characters a bit of a what's the word for it? I don't know. It's not quite like it has the same effect as grounding them in their world, but what I mean is it makes them a little bit grungy looking, just in terms of the character designs, flat out. Are a little bit grungy and a little bit rough and a little bit sketchy, and that's kind of neat. Uh, it works for the show and it works for the main character, which I think is what's really important here. Okay. The art is good all the way through and interesting. We get some landscapes, some rivers, some stuff like that. But the choice of how we set this whole thing up, where there's clearly something weird going on here as she stands in the middle of the forest and is reciting her lines. At first I was thinking like she's on her way to her job for some reason via the woods and is practicing as she goes and has just been stopped by this bear. But no, this is all the plot. This is all the gimmick for the segment that she's doing. She happens to be answering all these questions from people, messages, call-in segment essentially, while facing off a brown bear in the middle of the woods. Why? I don't know, but this is the kind of thing that radio broadcasters do as weird, goofy gimmicks. And that's why we get the line from one of them where he's like, a shitty plot as usual, because this is the norm. This is fine. But the choice to show it as though it's really happening, as though it's reality, up until the point where we actually start breaking down the barriers between what's really going on in this situation and what we're seeing. She's actually entirely safe inside a room in the studio doing the thing, but she's imagining herself in all these situations, and that's letting her voice as though she's doing it and making it real for her audience. And then she just lays into all the people who are asking her questions. She's over the top and has no filter and is kind of crazy and nutty, and that's perfect. That makes her exciting to listen to. And we get to see that demonstrated to us via an action sequence. So we get visuals for what is an audio only broadcast. That's an interesting gimmick. I mean, the broader gimmick of the show, if this continues, which I assume that it will, because how do you make sitting in a radio broadcast booth interesting? I don't know that you can, because you're static sitting in a radio broadcast booth. So if she's imagining scenarios each time she's doing this, and we get to see them, then it almost functions in the same way that the perfect world functions in Eizouken. It's a place within the mind that expands on the stuff being conveyed. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. That's cool. Okay. Once we figure out what's really going on, we then have to take a step back to the past and determine how the hell we got here, which is exactly what we do. Why am I even doing this? Boom. This is why. Because one night I got real drunk, talked way too much to Mr. Mato-san, and apparently he was recording us. And apparently, he then broadcast all the information that he recorded on his radio station's channel. Is that legal? I don't know if that's legal. Okay, we get some endearing moments. She's a heartbroken woman, getting over it, but not over it yet. And she's a goober. She's relatable and fun and weird. I don't know what this movie is supposed to be, but okay. We fast forward through it to her crying, and yep, I guess I'm fine now. Current job seems to be as a blogger for a restaurant, but also working staff as a waitress, I think. I'm not sure. Until she starts to hear her own voice on the radio. We see all these little moments where she just blabbers. She just continues talking and can't stop talking. She's cut out for this job. She's made for it. She just doesn't know it. And how would you? Unless something crazy happened and you got put on the air. And then chased it down, went to the station, barged on in, and we're given an opportunity to shine live. If you don't want this to continue being broadcast, you got to make up for it. In radio, there's no such thing as an allowable gap. More than 3 seconds, and we're fucked. So, if you're planning on turning off the only content that we have at the moment, you'd best be willing to provide something new. That's pretty cool. This is a unique show already. Unique idea, unique way of introducing everything and introducing our characters. Pretty cool OP. Kind of colorful and fun. Unique art style. Solidly paced, I thought. Solidly put together. I thought this was a really good episode. I don't know if the whole show is going to be able to maintain this kind of engagement from me, though. I'm worried that this other world in the imagination as a gimmick might get a little bit annoying, and I'm also worried that, like, the fast-paced, one-sided banter of, like, first off, I don't love that in a radio host. I don't like radio talk shows very much. And the kind of banter here just sort of flows in one ear and out the other. It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't care about it. So I get the feeling that some big portions of the show might get a little bit blech to me in the future. But for now, I will say that if this first episode resonated with you, I thought it was pretty good, and I would be willing to watch more of it. And that's my take on Nami yo Kiitekure. Okay? Okay. We'll wrap there. I've got other things to watch today, so we're going to move on to those. But I thought this was a pretty solid first episode of a unique and interesting show about a topic that I've never seen portrayed in media like this, so that's pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed it too, and I hope to see you in whatever I watch next. Peace.